Hi, it's Bunny. I didn't think I was going to make this video, but it kept popping up on my algorithm, and I feel like I've gathered enough information to make a coherent video and explain my thoughts on the situation. Firstly, I want to get the bleaching rumor out of the way. I went on Florence's page to see if she actually does sell skin bleaching products, and this is what I found. As you can see, she sells some products to skin lighten/brighten and clear up hyperpigmentation. However, it doesn't seem like she's exactly skin bleaching. By that I mean she's not going from super dark to super light. In my opinion, she's a few shades lighter, but not as dramatic as people are making it seem. To my knowledge, she was born in Haiti, so I think she would be darker in any photos before being on Love and Hip Hop. This kind of reminds me of people accusing Nicki Minaj of bleaching, when she literally was born light skin. Grew up in a very hot country, so lots of sun exposure, and the comparison photos of her are in very dark or very bright lighting, so the accuracy of her skin changes are not accurate. But back to Florence. I think she may skin brighten, but I don't think she's getting as much sun as she used to get, hence her appearance. Now on to what was actually said. Okay, so Florence said she supported Amara's business launch by purchasing lip gloss from her, but the item was never shipped out. Amara offered her a loan at Florence's business launch, and Amara brought her husband a cake. Amara said Florence was being evicted. Her house does not cost $2 million, and presumably her businesses are failing. She also said she wasn't messing with her husband, but could if she wanted to, and that Florence likes her leftovers, referring to Amara's ex-fiancé/baby daddy. It seems that Florence and Safaree had a studio session together, and Florence tried to flirt with him. Then she tells her to stop telling black women to love themselves, since she believes Florence is bleaching and sells bleaching products. This is when Florence calls her ugly, and says no wonder why her baby daddy called her a black ass B-word. In response to that, Amara then calls her yellow and funky, that Amara's mad she's light-skinned, and this is how black B-words hate on light-skinned women. So, Amara did come for Florence's character, and indirectly come for her skin tone, by saying she's bleaching. However, the situation did escalate into sort of colorist territory when she said the black B-word line. What I mean by that is when I think of black, I always think of a darker skinned person, and for the most part believe black is synonymous with darker skin. So, her calling her a black bee to me did sound somewhat colorist, especially since I've had a colorist light-skinned woman say the exact same words to me. So I do acknowledge I might be unconsciously biased in this situation, though I try not to be. I also want to bring up the fact a lot of darker-skinned people call each other black asses, etc., and I've always found that to be weird and slightly racist in a way. Like, to me it sounds like something a racist white person would say. But in this situation, I think context is key. Her being accused of selling bleaching cream, and then going into calling her a black bee, isn't going to sound right or look right. I personally didn't get the sense she said black girls hate on light skins as her saying she's not black, but her saying she wasn't darker skinned. And with Amara, my understanding was she was saying that Florence is fake, and so said the success she claims she has is fake, and so is her physical image. Therefore she shouldn't lie and tell black women to love themselves when allegedly she's bleaching. Now on to the real question, who was right? Answer: no one. I think they were both being colorist by mentioning skin tone. To me it was very clear that Florence said that to be colorist and Amara was being colorist too. Because even if that is not her natural skin color, there are still yellow-toned light-skinned people. Now Florence did post an apology, which I will put up now. Pause to read. But I do think Amara needs to apologize too, especially since it may be the case that the clips could have been edited to seem worse, and make it seem like Florence said those words before Amara's statement.
You know, the question to me was, do you feel like Flo was being colorist to Amara? That's what they asked me in the question. I had to let them know. The answer was no. If you were there, now y'all know how shit get clipped up. If you were there, Amara went with the color. Like, she mentioned the color. So if somebody calls you yellow and funky, I feel like the opposite would be black and dirty.
I think both women should be ashamed of themselves for being ridiculous, and from what I gathered, let a man get in between them. Both of them seem shady and insecure. Anyways, I hope y'all liked this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Thanks.